rumor that she liked to sleep with married men. We got in a tussle. He was out of the house. Then he cheated. He pretty much went on like a week-long binge of going over her house and drinking and getting physical.
Okay, so what in the hell are we even here for, bitch? Like, okay. What's good, y'all? So in this video, I'm gonna be reacting to Jubilee's Dilemma. I think is their like new thing, new like section of videos. Basically, it's like she said her husband cheated on her. Should she divorce him? And I'm not really sure why we went on a whole show for this, because the obvious answer is yes. What the fuck, bitch? Leave his like. I don't know how her story could somewhat change my mind. I don't care what the reason was. I don't give a damn. Unless the only thing I think I could like be swayed about is if they were separated and he did something, but they were technically still married and something like that. But other than that, like, bitch, what is you doing? And it said like, but we have a child. I also think that your behavior mirrors what your children think is okay. So if you get cheated on and you stay, they might believe that it is okay to accept that type of behavior. And I don't think that's okay. And I don't understand. I don't know how. I think when your trust is broken in general with anything, you have a hard time trusting somebody. But I don't understand cheating, how you could ever. I don't care if they never do that shit again. How you will trust anything they do because of what they did. So even as much as you might love them, the relationship will never be the same and you will never be comfortable, in my opinion. So I always think it should just be dead from then on and go find somebody who won't do that to you, you know? So let's get into it.
I am married with a child,
Okay, that's great.
but my husband cheated on me.
Okay,
Should
that's
I
fine.
leave him?
Hell yeah.
Yes or no?
We brought together a group of strangers to help an anonymous person make one of their toughest decisions.
I went through his Apple Watch. I scroll up and it's the whole sexual conversation. That was him being selfish. So why not choose me?
Bitch, what? I'm not. Okay.
After hearing the group's advice, which choice will this person make? This is the dilemma.
When I first heard the dilemma, I stood on the no side because I believe in second chances.
I knew that there was more information, but my gut instinct was like, it's a yes for now.
How long have you two been together?
6.5 years. So we're like a military couple, so it was one of those, I meet you, we fall in love, we get married. What made us really close was that we realized we were from similar backgrounds. Like, we both grew up in the Caribbean, we both kind of like the same music, the same type of things.
Did he honestly admit that to you, or did you come about finding that out like?
I had 3 dreams that he cheated. And I was like, okay, I need to check something. So I went in his Apple Watch and I saw it. The female was labeled under a male's name. And when I asked him about it, I said, hey, I just want to figure this out. He came clean, like right off the bat. He was out of the house before he cheated. The reason why that happened is because we got into a bit of a tussle. I came downstairs and he was on the phone with said girl because they worked together. There was a little rumor that she liked to sleep with married men. We got in a tussle. He was out of the house. Then he cheated. He pretty much went on like a week-long binge of going over her house and drinking and getting physical.
Okay, so what in the hell are we even here for, bitch? Like, okay. She like fucking married dudes. You communicated that you ain't like that shit, and he decides to go to her house. I mean, okay, but then after that, he didn't go to her house once. Excuse me. He went for a week, got drunk, and fucked. Excuse me. This is upsetting me. That's what happened. Okay.
Was this just sex, or was this like a full-on like?
It really
affair?
don't
Like,
fucking
He
matter,
said
bro.
for him it was just sex. There wasn't any going out to dinner, any like crazy I love you texts or I miss you or anything like that.
Has it been a pattern? And I would include anything like pornography or anything in that.
With him?
Yes.
No, that was the first and only time that I know of.
You said you have a son, right? Mm-hmm. How has he been impacted by this? Does he know?
So he's 4. So in the beginning, because there was a time where he wasn't living in the house, and my son would actually cry at night, I want daddy, and I was just like, it made me sad.
Okay, back to my rant. It made the boy sad. All right, that sucks. But you continuing this relationship is making you sad. So I think you should put yourself first, and in turn, putting your son first is putting you first, because you will be the best version of you if you handle what you need to handle. You feel me? If you like, okay, but your son, I'm so sorry, will get over it. He will get over it in the sense of he will have to adjust to whatever comes from this. This ain't your fault, and this ain't the son's fault. This is the daddy fault, and so, oh, this is kind of pissing me off, actually. Like, this ain't the most healthy way. You feel me? It's not. Yeah, okay.
Is he doing anything, or has he suggested anything to repair your relationship?
So he wants to do marriage counseling, but he wants to do individual counseling for himself first, which he's actually doing right now. Okay. And he tries to plan like little dates and stuff like that. He's trying, I guess.
So please move now if you feel like you should be standing on another side.
Was away. How did you feel?
Being honest, I missed him a lot. I had to put up a wall to where it's just like, don't feel anything. I still have that question in the back of my mind. Is it worth working out after he finishes his therapy and everything?
Do you feel like you'll be happier without him?
I feel like I could probably hit the pinnacles that I haven't hit yet. I think I'm that girl, you know? And I think sometimes when you're with someone, you don't have enough freedom to go do certain things.
Yeah.
How it is right now, we're still in the same living space. Call me a dumb bitch, but yes, sometimes we have sex. Sometimes I have sex with other people.
If the trust is gone on your side, is your
Make sure it's safe sex, because if y'all fucking other people and fucking people that like to sleep with other married men who are also sleeping with people, and STD rate is very high, you should be you feel me, be protected.
faith the only thing that's kind of really tying you to this marriage?
Yes, that's a part of it. My son is a very minute part of it because I don't want to be one of those people that stays because of the child. And then also the fact that he's taken all the right steps for himself.
Fuck him.
He's finally admitting like his childhood trauma
Fuck that.
and just the stress of the job that he had around the time that he was cheating. I believe in people getting second chances if they're
stupid as fuck.
deserving and if they put in the work.
If your mind has changed and you want to move to the other side, this will be another moment and opportunity that you can do that.
If y'all don't all move to leave his ass.
I stayed where I was hesitantly. I kept coming back to the fact that her husband was making an effort. I think
Fuck
love is
him.
work. Love is
What?
a lot of
I don't care. I swear I don't care. Because he didn't make the effort at the time. I'm so sick of people saying that was a mistake. If he cheated once, if he went over to that girl's house once and didn't do shit, okay, I understand we having a little conversation, even though you petty as a bitch. But you went over for a week and drank and did what you did. That's you were very aware. Very aware. Okay? So the fuck? Like, does anybody
work.
I wanted to go to the no side. Like, I wanted it to work. They've talked about it before, that he's working on himself, but
Fuck
I
it.
just felt in my heart and in like my bones, I was like, I think they're better off just separate.
Air Force, ex-husband, Air Force.
You get it.
Met in tech school. I got stationed here in LA. I deployed to Detroit to help with the vaccines out there. Came back and found out he was cheating on me with one of like the closest people that I had met back in our old base. Going through the divorce, it fucking broke me down, but I am finally getting to live a life that I'm actually proud of.
If he's doing the work and the reciprocation is there and he wants to, then it would change my answer. But then if there's still no trust, then that's where my struggle is.
In her situation, it sounds like her husband is taking those initial steps, the very beginning steps to do that.
I think it comes down to trust. At the end of the day, do you think he's going to do this again?
Do you still trust him?
You love your stuff.
That's a good question, though.
No.
What are we watching? She said, "Fuck no." What are we talking about, bro? What the hell are we talking? Why are we here? Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? She need to be in therapy. I ain't gonna lie, cause if you don't trust him, why are we here?
But then you have all the factors like our son and stuff
Fuck.
that we built together. So
Never mind.
My parents got divorced when I was really little, and when you're a kid, you start to think like, I wish they were still together. But now knowing, more, if they were together, my life would have been a lot worse. I mean, it sucks to have parents that are divorced or that fight or anything like that. But sometimes
That shit is just gonna be a
fighting for as much.
toxic.
If I was your best friend.
That shit is going to be a toxic environment for the little boy. There's no way. I'm not gonna say no way that they can keep it cool around that little boy, and there not be little things. And I don't care. I had my parents fought until I was 5, and even though they don't, that's all I remember. I don't remember shit good. And then they broke up. I don't, that shit really does fuck with you. And what is my go-to? I'm not gonna say go-to mechanism is arguing. I'm loud. I'm aggressive. I buck at people. You feel me? That's all I saw. Is them doing that shit to each other. So, not trying to put anybody's business out, but it was almost 20 years ago, so they'll be okay. But that's what I'm saying. It's that's not healthy at all, bruh.
I would say divorce is still on the table, but you're angry right now. And you need to work through that anger. I think it would be good if he is a part of that and gets to understand what he has done to you.
I was with a man for 10 years, spent all of my 20s with him, had a baby by him, gave him everything, and he cheated. I stayed. He had great days of being amazing, but there was always that fear as well of what happens when you're not enough again.
And it's not that you're not enough. It's never that. It's that they aren't whole in themselves, that you can't feel shit because they gonna go searching. Whatever is lacking in them is what is driving them to do that action. It has nothing to do with you. I don't care if if my boyfriend was the shittiest person on earth and I was like, oh, I really need love and I really need this and he's not giving me this, well, then I'll leave his ass and then go get what I want. That's not ever an excuse because somebody else's shitty ass behavior. No, you leave them and then you do what you got to do. Okay, the group will separately prepare their final advice to present to Tiffany. She not going.
I feel like they would be better off handling their own situation
Exactly. Separately.
Exactly.
Yes. If she still genuinely feels like she could be happier on the outside, then I would say go for it.
Things happen so fast in the country, and they desperately need to slow down.
Divorce is final, you know.
Yeah.
It's hard to
And if shit like really did get good for them, which it shouldn't, but if it did, then they can get remarried. But right now,
but I believe you can.
bruh.
For me, like the most important is to remember you and not letting any of the outside noise, meaning your friends, your family, the naysayers, dare I say religion, keep you in that box if you decide that you are no longer happy.
Maybe this relationship is salvageable. Things that break can come back better than ever. It can come back stronger than ever if they're given that chance. But, divorce is still an option, even if you choose to stay for now.
Tiffany, can you just kind of tell us how you're feeling right now?
Still a bit confused, however, I feel like I have a decision.
She gonna stay.
That's my man, and I'm gonna stick beside him. In another lifetime.
And that's right. That's right. Oh, that's right. Beach.
This weekend, actually, I ordered some moving boxes, so I guess I'm gonna start packing. I am going to drive cross country, hopefully
I
with
was
a
like,
buddy, and I'm gonna
girl.
live with my dad for a while. In this situation, it's not just me; it's me and it's my son. I just want to get out of this space, and I think with time, the actual paperwork will come. But as far as like me in the physical and me in the mental, I pretty much think I'm divorced. So whoever is watching this, go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated.
Ooh, Jesus. Oh, I got nervous. But thank God this is how we came out. Damn. That gave me anxiety the entire video. I was very frustrated. I don't know. Cheating is just really like something that I have an issue with. I cannot tolerate at all. I don't do it. I have never done it and I won't do it. So I don't think it's okay. And I just, I don't like, there's never a good enough reason. I don't care if you're not satisfied sexually, if you're not satisfied emotionally. If you're not, then you need to figure out your shit and get out the relationship so you can do whatever the fuck you want to do by yourself. And I don't like when people stay with cheaters and then they're like, well, I'm not good enough. I don't know why I'm not good enough. No, bitch. It doesn't have shit to do with you, but that is what it is. Anyways, that was a lot. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Twitter. I'll see y'all on the next one.